If you correspond with Ralf on television, video, or telephone, audio, or you chat, text, or email him, you're giving him permission to duplicate it, rebroadcast it on any of the Take Your Life Back Today show broadcasts.
Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you, and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. You tried lifting the lid, but the enormous weight upon the lid prevents you from opening the lid. You then try banging on the lid to hopefully unsettle the dirt. Maybe somebody might notice and start digging their way down towards you. This is what it's like to feel at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help. You know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn. In reality, there are people standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to fear death, you have to be great at repressing that fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind while you were abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you might overdose and take something away that God had given you called life? With this, let me leave one last thought. Pick up the phone and call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise I'll help you take your life back. For your life is gone. Folks, take those slippers off at night before you go to bed. But don't just leave them at the edge of your bed. Stick them way under your bed. And when you put them under your bed in the morning, when God allows you and gives you another day to get up, drop to your knees to go retrieve those slippers. That's right. Look under the bed. There they are. Now retrieve those slippers. While you're on your knees, utilize that time to do what I call knee mail, K-N-E-E mail. Knee mail is when you speak to God each and every morning, when you ask God for guidance and direction, when you ask God for mercy and forgiveness, when you thank God for all the good things you have, home, relationship, health, food, clothing. Knee mail, K-N-E-E mail, is your communication line between you and God, between your lips to God's ears each and every morning. Now put those slippers on and walk with God 24/7. Let's talk about inhalent abuse. Inhalent Abuse Prevention Program, guided by a panel of distinguished experts, is designed to provide parents and other caregivers with essential information about the risks and prevention of inhalent abuse to equip them to have discussions with their children. What is inhalent abuse? You ever ask your kids what that is? Because I want to make sure that each and every child out there understands that. So it's up to you, mother, father, grandparent, to tell them. What is inhalent abuse? Well, inhalent abuse refers to the deliberate sniffing of common products found in homes and communities with the purpose of getting a high. According to the American Association of Pediatrics, nearly 20% of all 8th graders have experimented with some form of inhalant. That's one child in every 5 children. Yet, ACE research indicated that less than half of the parents surveyed felt they knew about the inhalants to even discuss the issue with their children. We have made it our goal to use educational research and create outreach materials designed to raise awareness, educate appropriate audience, and prevent the epidemic of inhalant abuse among your children and your grandchildren. Inhalants are easy, accessible, legal, everyday products. When used as intended, these products have a useful purpose in our lives and enhance the quality of our life. When intentionally misused, they can be deadly. Inhalant abuse is a lesser recognized form of substance abuse, but it is no less dangerous. Inhalants are addictive and are considered to be a gateway drug because children often progress from inhalants to illegal drug and alcohol abuse. It's a stepping stone from inhalant to alcohol to drug abuse. The National Institute on Drug Abuse, otherwise known as NIDA, reports that 1 in 5 American teens have used inhalants to get high. How can these products be abused, you might ask? Well, inhalant abuse is referred to as huffing, sniffing, dusting, or bagging, and generally happens through the nose or the mouth. Huffing is when a chemically soaked rag is held to the face or stuffed in the mouth and the substance is inhaled through that. Sniffing can be done directly from containers, plastic bags, clothing, or rags saturated with substance, or from a product directly. With bagging, substances are sprayed or deposited into a plastic or paper bag and the vapors are inhaled. This method can result in suffocation because the bag is placed over the individual's head, cutting off supply of very much needed oxygen. Other methods used to include placing inhalants on sleeves, collars, or other items of clothing that are sniffed over a period of time. Fumes are discharged into soda cans or balloons are filled with nitrous oxide and the vapors are inhaled. Heating volatile substances and inhaling the vapors emitted is another form of inhalant abuse. All of these methods are potentially harmful or deadly. Experts estimate that there are several hundred deaths each year from inhalant abuse, although underreporting is still a problem. What products can be abused, you might ask? Well, there are more than 1,400 products that are potentially dangerous when inhaled, such as a typewriter correction fluid, air conditioning coolant, gasoline, propane, felt tip markers, spray paint, air fresheners, butane, cooking spray, paint, and glue. Most are common products that can be found in the home, garage, office, school, or as close as local convenience store. The best advice for consumers is to read the labels before using the product to ensure proper method is observed. It is also recommended that parents discuss the product labels with their children at an age-appropriate time. Learn more about dangers of abuse or specific types of inhalants, aerosols, liquids, and gases. Do this by Googling inhalant drug abuse. Folks, any of these things that you feel that your teenager might have an addictive personality, it's time to lock these up. Go into the garage, get a cabinet, lock it all up. Unlock it when you need it, lock it when you don't need it. The same goes with under your kitchen sink or in your under your bathroom sink. Don't leave things to make it accessible for your children. Remember, you are responsible for your children and your teenagers. Do not let them have access to anything, especially if they have an addictive personality. Isn't it time for you to be responsible and take care of your children? I hope you do the right thing. Call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise I'll help you take your life back. Thank you, and may God bless you.
but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there. Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember,